Another shop day, another shop weekend. So something I'm really excited about here is this B Knuckle. So I do have the B Knuckle on the street car, the blue car, and I've been wanting to make the switch to the JZ car for a while, and it's finally happening. So I originally had the GK Tech kit on here, V3, V4, whatever it was, super angle kit. It was all right. There's just so many working pieces. Every single time one little thing happened, it's like you had to adjust everything, and it took you hours just to get all your specs back to the same and all these different points, and it's just like, I just want to drive. So the B Knuckle is the choice for me when it comes to that stuff. Very simple, easy to get down and dirty with, and easy to put together. Now the only catch is I'm gonna have to lower the front of this car a ton. The reason being is the GK Tech was a 40mm drop knuckle. This doesn't have any sort of drop to it, so I gotta lower the front a bunch to make that happen. But kind of my plans for today is hopefully get this B Knuckle on, fitted, both sides ready to go proper. I would like to get the rear quarter on that side sanded, done and back together, and then kind of see where I go from there. Maybe fit front fenders again. I don't know. Those are a nightmare with kookies because of the corner lights, but we'll see where we end up. The coilovers will be arriving today between 12 and 2 for the blue car as well. So hopefully maybe this weekend we can sneak out here at some point and get those coilovers on and adjusted. I am very excited for that. We got 4 to 7 inches of snow coming tonight into tomorrow, so hopefully it shows up, because if it doesn't hit today, it won't be coming for a while. But let's get right into it. Let's get this B Knuckle installed. Let's see where the day takes us from there. Weeknight at the shop. I had a great idea of formatting my cards because they were acting up, and I lost a bunch of my footage. I have some of it, but I don't have all of it. So let's get you up to date on what's been going on with the car. So the driver's side of this rig is essentially together. Everything's fitted proper, looking really nice, and that is all good. I still need to do the entire passenger side. I did not sand this quarter yet, but I do have some shots of it fitted up. It looks really great. I got to sand it, and we'll be ready to go. That is hiding over there. But I do have some beauty shots that I can hit you with right now. Good, even though most of it was just taped down on the passenger side. So up front, I do have the B Knuckle on. So it's on, it's set, it looks great. I'm probably gonna have to do a little camber trick just to get a little bit more camber than I did on this car, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So we do have the B Knuckle on. It looks awesome. I will show you some shots of that real quick. Again, I somehow got all the B-roll, but I didn't get any of me talking. So all that is set. So future plans here in the next week, hopefully, kooky tails are coming off of that car and going on this car. I have something different for that car, which I'll show you this weekend probably when I'm working on it. Got to get this quarter sanded and on. Got to get the front sanded and on, and then I can finally fit the entire body kit. So we are very close. Now the blue car. This is a whole nother thing. The coilovers did show up. I actually did a pretty cool unboxing video. And then I actually did a thing as well where I modified the front lower brackets. That way it can have a little bit more camber. So they are reels that I made, but I'll show you both those reels right now. Don't mind the black lines along the side. Here's a box that I am insanely excited for. Stance USA coilovers from Togi Factory. So let's do another unboxing here real quick. Open these bad boys up. This is going to be amazing. So right away, great thing, t-shirts. Everybody loves t-shirts. If you don't like t-shirts, you're a liar. Some stickers, air fresheners. Thank you so much to TF Works, Oil Slick. I love all of that. So this is the setup that we went with. These bad boys right here are the Stance D1 specs with the optional Swift springs. These things are absolutely gorgeous and unbelievable. So the quality, the parts, the way it's put together is just amazing. Couldn't be any more excited to have these as part of my fleet. So all my cars are on Stance. Some of the really cool features about these coilovers, they are assembled by Dave and Mike right in Chicago at Togi Factory. He dyno tests them, he goes through them completely. You can option these Swift springs if you want, you don't have to. They're 16-way adjustable, they have dynamic valving on them, and they're custom valved per application. So they actually ask you what you're gonna use the car for, what it looks like, what kind of motor it has set up in it, all that. Helper springs are an option as well. It has long stroke on it, which is super cool. If we got a second here, let's open up the rears, but these things are just gorgeous, the way they put them together. I don't know what the name is for the fancy coating. Here we got some of the instructions and the Stance stuff, which is cool. Some extra pieces, a little bit of my invoice there. Let's look at the rears. I don't know what they call the coating on these things, but they do not corrode. I've had some of these in the cars for like literally 10 plus years. And they don't corrode, and you can put it together and you can use it anytime. So these things are absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to get these in the street car. I have the XR3 remote reservoir versions in the silver car, and then I have some of the base XR1s in my purple car. So I couldn't be more excited about this. I always love running the Stance product. They've always stood behind everything that they've done. And literally, let's just be real, it is the best stuff on the market. They've been doing this since like 2005 or prior. Some people watching this right now were probably babies when all this happened. So get with Stance, hit them up, get a hold of TF Works, your rep, whoever it is, get in touch with them and get a set of these ordered up for yourself right away. So this is the move. You want to hit the streets, if you want to hit the track in 2025 and you want to look really good doing it and have the best parts in your car, this is where it's at right here. Stance. All right, I'm at the shop. I spent 4 hours doing this today. I thought I was crazy. I was like, there's no way this is the proper way to do it. But I talked to Julian, talked to Casey. This is what I do for B Knuckle. This is what I do for Stance Coilovers. I think you should know about it. So here we go. So both of these cars are on B Knuckle, my JZ car as well as the SR car. The one thing I kind of run into is I was never really happy with the amount of camber that the car had. I wish it had a little bit more, it's just a little bit out. So what I do is I take the lower part, the lower bracket of the coilover, and I slot it out. I make it fit just a little bit, take a washer, burn it in super hot all the way around, repaint it, and install it. So why is that important? Now you can see that I feel great about the amount of camber that's on the car, as well as I'm not using all the adjustment. I still have space to adjust in if needed. I still have space to adjust out if needed, and I can kind of do what I want. This is on line 6. The fitment is phenomenal. You come over here, fitment is phenomenal, and this is on line 6 as well. So is -3, -4 degrees of camber actually something needed for drifting? I'm not saying that. Everybody runs completely different and what they like and what they want to do. But aesthetically, this is just a look for me. I actually prefer how it looks with a little bit of camber in the front, and I like my cars to look nice as well as drive nice. So this is what I do for Stance Coilovers and the B Knuckle. You guys can do the same. It does take some time, but it's worth it. All right, now that is together. So I do have my fitment all figured out. It looks gorgeous. Obviously the car is in plastic right now, but I do have the fitment all figured out. which I'm very happy with. I like how the car is sitting, so we'll be good that way. I like it. So all that is set. This car, all it's left is a little bit of fitting and sanding on these fenders and quarters, and then I can finally paint it. Besides painting this, I think this car is ready. I might like to put it on an alignment rack just so what I think I know is proper. So you know what's going on with this car. You know what's going on with this car. It's going to get warm so I can finally finish fitting up and getting some panels on this. Not that it doesn't dry when I do the fiberglass work. It just takes forever for it to cure, which I don't really like. So now you're all cut up to date. This kit needs to go on this car. This car essentially just needs paint. And we are back with the normal scheduled program. Sorry about the hand in front of the screen there, but I had to flip my setup around. So, purple car. We don't talk about this car much at all. It's a street car as well. It's one that my wife typically drives. It has a welded rear diff in it. It's a KA car, and it drives like crap because of that welded diff. So, thankfully, I got super lucky, and Parker picked up this diff right here. So I have that R200 diff with a 4-point something in it. That will be absolutely phenomenal for this car. So literally, I just want to clean up some wiring things with my front fan setup for the radiator. I just need to make some bigger wiring, I guess you could say, some heavier gauge. That way it doesn't burn up, and get a diff in it. And this thing is going to be ready for some more street car action. There's a lot of small things I like to do to the car, some dents and dings I'd like to pull, but now everybody is all cut up. We can start fresh again. We can continue these videos. Hopefully you enjoyed some of those reels and some of those unboxings. That's where my 3 cars are at. That's where Blake's car is at. And now let's get into the next week of busting out projects. All right, gotta end this video. You are with Brock from the future. I'm actually in the process of doing another video, and we'll give you a sneak peek on what all that looks like. Messing around with some tail lights here. And also got some real proper fitment on that panel finally. Doesn't need to get all sanded down anymore. Everything is good that way. So that's kind of what we're up to here for this video. But we got to shout out the subscribers, and we got to shout out the people that took the time to comment. So let's do that now. So we got Winton Bain has subscribed to us on YouTube. Thank you so much, Winton. That is awesome. Excuse me. 19 Hendo has subscribed to us on YouTube. Thank you so much. That's amazing. New comment here from Newspeed. This isn't Paul, this is Nick. I know, dude, I screwed up. I was super sick last week. You got to give me a break. My bad. And then we have another comment here just saying, thank you so much. Keep up the videos from Bryden. So that is awesome. Thank you so much. I still have a lot of stuff to do. You guys will see us in the next video. I still got to sand that panel, but I got the taillights done on the Zenki, one of the street cars, so that can get pushed back again. That one needs the diff. Then this one, I got these rear panels all fitted and nice. The gas door looks great. All of that is on there and good. The taillights are in. And then, yeah, this car, I got taillights in as well. I got some spares up there on the shelf if they're needed, but this car, I really got to focus on body work. This car now, I believe, is good. I probably want to shave this a little bit more, honestly. Not tonight, but more. This car is good, and then this car needs a diff. So we are rocking along. We are getting there. Paint time is right around the corner. Catch you guys all in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll make sure I shout you out. Thank you.